Hey, this is Paul Martin, and you're in the huddle. Hut, hut.
Hut, hut, hut. All right. Well, Paul,
You want me to talk some scripture to start it off?
if you got any scripture, you're welcome to share it. We need some for somberness, something to get out of being sad after the big loss Friday night.
All right. Well, this Jesus that I serve, he said when he come, he came and he healed the blind. He gave the deaf their hearing back. He resurrected the dead from the grave.
He told that lady. What did he tell that lady?
And then
you remember what he told that lady?
He told the lame they could walk again.
Yeah, you remember that Lazarus story you did? What did he tell that lady? I forget. Remember she said that. You don't remember that story?
I don't even remember that anymore.
He said, lady, lady, lady. Do you know who I am? You remember that part?
Yeah, lady, you know who I am. Tell your brother to come up, rise up, and walk out of that grave.
Yeah, he was a little more dramatic the first time, but
anyway, that's what he did. He made the lame walk, gave the blind their sight back, and helped the deaf hear again, and he resurrected dead people. So,
yeah, he did.
So he did some wonderful things, and not to mention he turned the water into the wine.
Yeah, he did. Well, Paul, Jesus is a good man, but he can't protest and get us this win Friday night. You know.
No, but I tell you what he can do. He told me, he said, but we're all winners anyway, because as long as we know the Lord Jesus Christ.
There you go. There are no losers.
So there are no losers.
You got the opportunity to win. You just got to take that opportunity.
And not only that, but we went 8-4, a big turnaround from 3-7 the year before.
Oh, yeah, huge.
So it was a winning season for us. So like I say, there are no losers.
Yeah, you're right. I think a big part of that was from a defensive standpoint. Even last season, a lot of those games we were in those games, in several of them. Just thanks to good defensive play, and a lot of those kids now are seniors, and we're probably gonna miss them next year. Of course, a lot of our offense is they were
young guys,
sophomores and juniors for the most part. We did have a freshman in there on defense, but hey, Friday night we actually played the first half of that ball game as good as you could have played it.
Yeah, it was 6-3 at the half.
I still believe that we could have that game could have potentially been 3-0 us at halftime. You know, and I think it would have been a huge morale booster to our team and to them, and even having it that close. I mean, was a good thing, but we lose a kid to I'm gonna call it a mental mistake. And sometimes letting your attitude get the best of you.
I mean, the fact is,
you got fight in you. And
I mean, Jay, I'm gonna kind of give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna kind of not. I mean, the fact is, you're right. He did throw you down on the ground, and they did set you up. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, though, as a senior on a football team, you can't retaliate. You just can't do it.
You can't. You really. Human nature tells you to retaliate. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always been. Especially in, a lot of females might not understand this, but the male side, when you get challenged, you accept.
That's exactly
just
right.
The way it is.
Us men, we have a big ego naturally, and we can't hold it back sometimes.
Unless you're Paul and get challenged to a race from somebody, and then you back down and come up with excuses and all this other stuff.
Well, the season's over now, so the race could still be on now.
We can still take
he don't have anything to lose now because if he pulls a muscle, then he's actually not got a ball game to go to the next night. So,
there you go.
So we can still possibly have it.
Note. But we had that team. Our defense played great because do you realize how many points that team was averaging a game?
They were. I done the math, and about 47 points a contest, and we held them to 25, so about half of what they normally score.
Yeah. And I still say, right before halftime, if you notice, you have to take a kid and put in there. Of course, he's got a little experience playing corner. It was the Stallings kid, but from a coaching standpoint, if I'm the other coach, I'm gonna do exactly like they did. Jay played that corner also on defense, and they attacked it. As soon as he's out of the game, they attack that side and they go, what, 6-7 plays it took them to get downfield, but they attacked the corner and left from him.
But give the backup players some credit. I mean he made them earn the score.
Exactly.
He didn't let them get it in one play.
And next year, I think you're going to see him. He's going to step up. He'll be a good ball player.
So what is Stallings now? What's he going to be next year?
I think he'll be a senior. And we got a good group of kids that's going to be back next year. Of course,
got Pope coming back.
We're going to miss these guys that were seniors this year because I enjoyed watching them play football.
I did too.
It was just, they made it fun and interesting every week. Hey, they did something.
I mean, next year, I won't be able to holler, throw it to Jay down the field at Joe Burns.
Well, there'll be another kid step up. That's what it is. It's single A football.
But tell you what, though, Bill Washer, is he coming back?
Bill Washer should come back. Yeah.
Bill Washer, he's going to be a guy that can go make some plays for us too. So I mean, Bill, I may be saying throw it to Bill.
Yeah, every season you have some kids that decide, after the season's over, they don't want to play football, or they come back. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back.
Well, are either one of the parliaments are they eligible to come next year if they want to, or are they both seniors?
I think they're eligible to come, but
well, let's try to make a deal to get these parliament kids on the team.
I don't agree with that. If a kid wants to play football, let him play football. If he don't, he can go play something else.
So you don't want to make a protest.
I don't like. I tell you what I don't like. I don't like to watch kids wait until they're juniors and seniors to come out for football. I don't like that. If you're gonna play, go ahead and play. And sometimes
because you don't know the offense, you come late, do you?
Well, it's not just that. It's about work ethic when it comes down to it.
But basketball players are used to running though, Rusty, up and down the court.
You're right.
So they got good work ethic.
Yeah, you're right. But when you devote your time to basketball,
then you're a basketball player. You don't know the football, not basketball.
Yeah, they're very good athletes. I'd love to see them on the field. But on the other hand, you got kids that, don't force anybody to play because it'll wind up biting you in the butt. That's just the way it works.
Right.
You take kids, and of course, we've had some kids over the years that didn't play and then come out their senior year that's been great athletes. And, maybe they wait too long to decide they really want to play football, and then they're going to miss it, and they regret not playing. And that stuff happens.
So you do see that occasionally.
If we got any of these eighth graders watching this, do not be afraid. Man up, put your brood on, and go out here in the spring and be ready to play some football.
And me and Rusty was discussing this, and we've got next year we've actually got a pretty reasonable region because we've got a real good chance of winning the region. And I'll be honest with you, Rusty said this, and I agree. I'd be disappointed if we don't win it.
I'll be highly disappointed if we don't win it.
Of course, the Republic team being out of Nashville, they could come in and do some things, some strong things for a new school.
Let me explain something to you before we get in. These are projected regions right now. They're not official. They're projected, and most of the time, the projected regions are the way it's going to be. All right, with the exception, the projected regions in 3A actually showed Alcoa. And, of course, we know Alcoa is moving up to 4A. So, these are preliminary. They won't become official for another month or two, maybe a month or so, and then they'll get everything sorted out, move teams they have to or whatever. But
if it does stick,
it should pan out the way it is right now. Now, Republic, they are a charter school.
From Nashville.
They're a charter school out of Nashville. Let me tell you this. As of right now, they do not have a football team. If they do, I think that school right now only goes up to freshmen. So you'll see them getting their butt whipped, at volleyball and things like that. But as they get more students and they'll grow, it's kind of a newer school.
So they probably won't be in our region if they don't get
They'll be in our region and we'll compete against them in, say, like maybe softball or things like that. You see where I'm going?
So with the fact that they had us in our football region, or maybe we'll only have 6 teams, is that right?
As far as I know, yes. Which is on par with most of the states. Some regions only have 4.
So it will be us and Salina and Red Bull and Monterey and Joe Burns and
Republic. Of course, did you name them?
Well, we said they wouldn't be there.
Well, we got Monterey, Pickett County,
Yeah, Pickett,
Clay County,
Red Bullet,
Red Bull,
Joe Burns,
and
us.
should make a 6-team region. Now,
And
if
then Republic, they won't put them
as
in
far
there.
as I know, I'm not real keen on Republic. I did look into them a little bit, but what I'm saying is that as of right now, I know they don't have a football team.
But if they get a football team, then they'll be with us.
Then they should compete against us. Which, you know, over the years, back when White House Heritage first come in, they were put in our region, and most of those newer schools are typically, you know, they're weak until they start building and establishing and approach.
I'll tell you what, though, if they can get some sophomores and juniors and seniors in their group the first year, I wouldn't go as far as to say out of our 6 or 7 team region, they couldn't be in the top 4 in their first year.
Oh, yeah. But anyway,
I would have them doing it. I would.
We've lost a couple out of the region. We're going to lose Trouser, which I honestly hate that. I like to play Trouser, and even though they're not in our region, I'd love to keep them on the schedule because that's to me. I hate Hartsville. I hate Trouser County. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Dad, he don't really pay that much attention to it, but he said you need competition on your schedule. Right. You don't need to just put yourself a bunch of easy opponents, or when playoff time comes, right. You're gonna be dead in the water.
I agree with him 100%.
We gotta have some competition.
We used to travel to where Greenback in the regular season just to play, and that kind of gave us, you know,
the ability of playing somebody.
Well, we could kind of tell what regions we were up against and the competition you're up against when you get to the playoffs. And it helps a whole lot just by being able to share game film with teams they've played and we've played. So, I mean, it's always good to go out of your region to play a team that may be in single A.
Well, if we're going east to play teams like Greenback, then I think if we're going to play somebody like Greenback, then we need somebody that would kind of be kind of sort of to their level, like maybe say, well, actually, we won't be playing Greenback no way because I think we're out of the South Pitt region.
They're in Region 2, Greenback. The
way it works, we're out of the South Pitt region.
We're going to be back in Region 4, which is traditionally what we played in over the years.
South Pitt and all them.
Yeah, well, Region 3 is South Pitt, Copper Basin.
Coalfield
is Region 1, I believe. And they may be in there Green. They're going to be playing Greenback this week. Let's
see. It's your South Pitt, Lookout Valley, Copper Basin, now Sail Creek.
Creek. Columbia Cat. Well, no, they weren't in there. That's in the region.
Whitwell.
There you go.
All them teams.
Well, there's 4 or 5 there. And, you know, I really like going into that upper bracket, like you said, up toward Greenback and find somebody to play. Just so you can.
I'm gonna stick with what I talked about a few weeks ago and go with Forest because I really want to play these Forest guys.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot of seniors. They'll probably be graduating a lot of them. And
Forest should give us some competition.
They're a good program, good 2A program.
Play Forest or maybe,
they used to be
maybe get Moore County back. Moore County's pretty decent.
Cascade, some of those teams down in there.
Yeah.
I used to like playing those.
Macon County, I like the Macon County.
But I really like speaking to I really, you know, a lot of teams say, hey, go play bigger schools. You know, I like that. I do. I ain't afraid to play a bigger school. What the benefit I see from it is playing somebody within your region, that within your classification in single A, out of region, that can be a big help down the road in the playoffs. Is all I'm saying, because it gives you an opportunity. You call time out.
Well, if we've got 3 games,
we got 2 left, buddy.
If we've got 3 games, to pick up some random competition.
We said we had.
Let's take Trousdale at 2A.
Find out how many games we got. There's only 6 teams, so we're gonna have 4 games.
All right, let's take Trousdale at 2A.
Am I right?
Well, if we don't have Republic,
there you go.
But if we don't have Republic, we got 4 spots. So then let's take Trousdale at 2A. We already got Smith County at 3A. So let's take Forest at, what are they, 2, 3, what?
Forest is 2.
Let's take Forest, and then let's go all the way up to 4A and play Macon County.
Hey, I'm not opposed to doing that.
Because if we take Trousdale, Carthage, Forest, and Macon County, we'll be playoff ready.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I still say playing the other team, the better teams out of the other regions.
Well, I mean, Macon County is a pretty stout team.
They are, but when you hit playoffs, I'm telling you, what it does is open up a whole new avenue of game film. You see what I'm saying? If we play somebody like a Greenback and they've played other teams out of those regions, then we got game film on all that right there.
Well, you just figure though. You just figure something like this. If we're gonna play South Pittsburgh, we know we are. Then how about we just go get Marion County?
Well, there you go.
Because then they always play them, and then we can get that film to share if we go play Marion.
Sometimes it's hard to get those bigger schools to actually play. Way out of region. It's a 2-hour drive.
Well, maybe we'll agree 1 year. Maybe we'll give them a 1 year contract and say we'll come to y'all.
Yeah. I'm not
Just
opposed
play
to
us.
that at all. But
Just
I
play
really
us.
like traveling at least one game out of the season and out of region.
Marion County could be a good challenge.
Yeah, they're what, 2A, 3A?
Something. Hey, this is Paul. You reached in the huddle.
Hey, man, Reno Bun here, man. I just called to tell y'all I've been crying all weekend, man, since we got beat, man, and it's just terrible, man. Been through 2 boxes of Kleenexes. Just can't keep my eyes from being bloodshot, man. Got the Visines and stuff in them, man. Just looking all sad since we got beat, man. We did have a good season. I'll give it that. We had a good season, a lot better than a couple years past, and I improving. Maybe next year we'll improve on top of that, man. But I tell you what we're gonna do. I've been thinking about this, and hey, we go down there Friday night and we don't get our way. So what are we gonna do? We're going to organize a protest, man. We're going down there and riding at Wayne County, man. Y'all getting me tidy-whitey, follow me down, whatever. I'll ride with you. Know how to get there. We're going to go down there and we're going to flip over a cop car, man, and set that thing ablaze, man. We're going to get our way, man. That's all there is to it. We're going to have to wind up. Tell you what you do. Wear your diaper pin on your shirt, man. Going down there and crying about this. And we're going to have it reversed. And I guess we're going to go to Nashville Christian, play ball Friday night, man. Hey, I'll holler back at you boys. Meet up. We're going to meet up here at school here in about 30 minutes, man. Y'all come on. I think they're 2 because they just beat Forest, right?
No, they play Forest this week.
They'll play Forest, so they beat Watertown.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. They beat Watertown, so they'll be playing Forest. That game could be interesting. Where's that game at? Is it in Forest?
Don't know. But you already agreed to go Cane Ridge, didn't you?
I like Cane Ridge. I like that.
And that's 2 undefeated teams right there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good ball game.
Independence.
I think it's going to be one of the better ones that within an hour's drive of us.
Well, how far, if it's in Forest, how far is Forest away?
Hour and 15, 20 minutes.
So that ain't far either.
You go down 840 like we did the other night and get off at the Nolensville exit and hang a left and just drive straight. You can't miss it.
So Forest.
So they always have the Lions Club always puts on that big Super Pool of the South or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? They have the big monster trucks, and that's where it's usually at.
At Forest?
Yeah. It's actually in Chapel Hill, where they call Chapel Hill.
Well, that might not be a bad facility.
But the high school is named after Nathan Bedford Forrest. You know, remember Nathan Bedford?
Yeah, that's the guy of the KKK.
Well, he's synonymous for that, but he's actually they actually got a park down there named after what's the name of that? There's a state park right there by it. I used to work all down in there, but I don't know. I mean,
well, that could be a good ball game too. Forest and Marion, they both got like 1 loss.
Yeah, that would be a good game. But I still like playing out of our region within our classification. I like that. But you know, hey, it's up to them coaches. Let them get in there and decide.
Yeah. They'll get us. Do they get to pick their 4 games that they want? That's
here's what'll happen. When they reclassify everything and realign it, there'll be schedules change from last season, of course.
So they can pick their own schedule who they want to play.
Well, they'll come up and they'll start posting online. Hey, we have this date open, and then teams will submit. Hey, we'll play. You know, and I guess that's
the way that works.
Yeah. So they advertise an open date. Somebody phones up the coach and you want to play people that bring a big gate for the most part. Simply because within our region, when you look at Monterey and Red Bull and Clay County and Pickett, they don't bring a huge gate. So to offset that, whenever you have these open games, you really need to play a team that's closer by or a team that is going to bring in the people, you know.
Like a Macon County.
Yeah, that's true. Macon County travels well. But
Who
you want to play somebody that's going to offset that.
and Trousdale travels well.
Trousdale-
They'll bring people.
Trousdale will bring people, I promise.
And
That's why
Smith
I'm-
County will cross the river.
Oh, yeah, we're going to play them regardless. I love playing Smith County. That's just, if we ever stop playing Smith County, I'll probably stop being a Gordonsville fan. Just, you know, I really enjoy that game. And I'd love to get that game back to week 1 or week 0.
What about
where it's the opening game.
What about Upperman? Do they travel well?
Yeah, they do. The trouble with Upperman is, and I'm not down in their program at all, Upperman will only schedule Gordonsville when they can beat us. And that's the way it's been over the years. If they think they have a team that can beat us, because it really, you take those teams, all right, for example, Macon County, that's what, a 4A school.
Yeah.
All right. Or you take Upperman, what are they, 3A?
Yeah.
All right. When they go down and play down to single A and get beat, it looks bad on them. You know, and that's just the way it is. And they don't want that unless they know they can win that football game. So sometimes it's hard to schedule those things. Then they don't come out and just tell you that. But over the year, you look at the last time we played Baxter, what they do?
Beat us 28-23.
Yeah. What about the year before that?
That was like 60 something.
They had a
12
great team.
or 14.
The first year they scheduled us in a long time because they knew they had a ball team. And they beat us 61 to whatever.
60-14, seemed
And
like.
running up, you know, just running wide open, throwing the ball with 2 minutes to go in the game, just launching it, airing it out.
Why do you think they play Trousdale County knowing they're going to get their tail whooped?
Well, sometimes they don't have much of a choice in that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Every few years, they have a team that comes up and can play football.
And they think they're going to beat them, and they ain't.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way I see it. Somebody else might see that different. But from my standpoint, those teams like Upperman never schedule teams like Gordonsville unless they know they can win.
But Smith County's a little different. They play us because they've always played us, and they ain't scared.
Yeah, well, that's a rivalry game. And you look back over the years, of course, I hate to lose to them as bad as I hate to lose to anybody, but it's not
we ain't got like one out of the last 20.
You can lose that game on either side of this river, and it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's not going to make or break your season.
No, but it sure hurts.
It does hurt. But you know what? We got beat by, I say we got beat by one play. It was possibly 2 plays. Because we had to get a 2-point conversion. But to make it a ball game this year, and you look back over the years, we've had some great games, some 1-point games, some 2-point games, some decided within a touchdown. Now, every now and then you'll get a team that just excels over the other one, and you got a 3-4 touchdown spread. But it's always a good game.
And I really feel like the game being at Gordonsville next year, I really feel like we can beat these guys, and we'll have a better team than they'll have, really.
Well, I'm not going to say that just yet because we don't know who's left, who's coming back. Every year you have that in single-A football.
Is that one kid that's their wide receiver, the guy that's really, really good? Is he a senior?
King.
Yeah, is he a senior?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
So they may not have him back.
Carthage will reload.
What about Jefferson? Jefferson coming back or going?
Don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about Carthage. You had to talk to somebody. Maybe call up Terry Collins, get him on Facebook, message him, and
at least tell him. Who's coming back.
And
get
then
an
talk
idea.
talk a lot of smack when you do. After you find out all them kids are leaving, you start talking smack, and we'll go ahead and get this rivalry rolling for next season. But I don't like to look ahead to next season. Of course, we're talking about scheduling and all that. And that is important. What's important now is to regroup. You find out.
Well, I was talking to Adam Goolsby, the quarterback, on Facebook the other day, and I said, as of right now, what you need to be thinking about during the off season is getting better.
He ain't been thinking about basketball right now. Adam plays basketball.
Right, but I told him you need to be thinking about getting better. Maybe do some treadmills, some swimming, running stairs, or stationary bicycle. And then when it's time to think football, then maybe go outside and have somebody stand up in front of you, put their hands up, and learn to throw and throw routes.
There you go.
But I said, when the season's over, though, you got to be thinking next season, and if you'll do that, you'll be thinking about how
Well,
you
you
can
got to
improve.
set a
Then,
goal. You got to set
then,
yourself a goal.
you can get better year in, year out,
Yeah.
and then that championship could be right around the corner.
You got to set yourself a goal, no doubt. The only thing I see the kid, he's still a young quarterback, but he matured a whole lot over this season. He's throwing balls away. He took a sack the other night when he had to. He had to take it. So you take it. You don't lose the ball. Don't turn it over. Punt it. Get it downfield and get away from it. The only thing I say the kid really needs to work on,
Accuracy.
Not just that. Not accuracy. He needs to work on that. That comes
speed.
That
being
comes
able
maturity.
to be a running quarterback with some speed.
No. You don't have to be a running quarterback. Be a good quarterback. His footwork. Planting your feet, setting your feet to throw the football is very important, and that relates right back to accuracy. And during the offseason, you hit those drills that work on footwork, and it would be
But
wise to do that. And that's with any athletic position.
But if he can turn himself into a running quarterback that can scramble if he needs to, then that's an extra dimension that other teams won't know that he's got, that he'll be able to throw in there and
I think he's got the frame to just be a pocket passing quarterback. He can roll out a little bit, but you got to learn. He just got to work on his footwork, and he'll get better and better and better. He's already matured by leaps and bounds this season.
Right, but if they coming after him though, and he can get maybe 4 or 5 yards on the running game, that could help.
Well, you got to know when to tuck it and get out of there. At least get back to the line of scrimmage with any quarterback. I mean, that helps tremendously.
As far as a goal for next season, well, we finished second place in the region this year. I think the goal for next year, a step in the right direction, win the region. We want to win the region. That's our number one goal. First of all,
the good thing about last season,
last year we was like what, last in the region or near it.
Yeah, I don't even know, but I think we beat Red Bull and maybe
we beat Red Bull and Pickett. I think that's it.
Yeah. So we didn't finish last, and that's a great thing. But we improved tremendously. We actually had a shot at a region title for the first time in a long time up here since 2012.
Yeah.
We had a shot at a region title, and even before then, we hadn't had that many opportunities over the year at a region title, and this team did that. My team never did that. We actually had an opportunity to win the region title, but we had to have a little help also,
Well, what did you finish in the region? Your team?
We finished third one year.
To Trousdale and maybe somebody?
Second one year, I know, to Trousdale. I think there were a couple years there. We finished second and third.
We didn't win it either. So.
It's something hard to do. And especially when the competition like Trousdale, they always had a great ball team. And of course, when I was a senior, Salina had one of the teams that you just don't see very often. Just a good football team. And they beat us, which threw us to third place. And we had to beat, I think at the end, we had to beat Trousdale County just to get back in a three-way tie for first. You see. So it would have helped us a whole lot if we could have beat those guys at the end of the season, but we should have never lost to Clay County. But it's one of them deals. Winning a region is a big deal now because when it comes to it was then. When it comes to playoffs, it gives you not necessarily
home games.
It don't give you an easy road through the playoffs. It gives you a clearer path through the playoffs. Instead of wading through all the thick stuff, you can just walk through the tall grass and.
Plus, you get those at least a couple home playoff games.
Oh yeah,
and that means a lot too.
Next season we'll go back to the top bracket. The way they do it is bottom bracket, top bracket every other year. I think the even years it's the bottom bracket plays the home game. When you get on down to the third and fourth round, with the exception now, I'm not 100% how this works, but from what I understand, if you're in the same region, just say like who is it, Dresden and Union City. They come from the same region, okay? Union City, according to the way that falls, should have home field advantage in the third round against Dresden.
Even though Dresden,
but the way it works, Dresden won. They finished higher in their region, so that game flips and goes to the Dresden. So the Union City should have to go to Dresden to play. Instead of it, and that's the only exception to that change in the home field rule is if you play someone within your region. So, like if we would have had to go play Nashville Christian, I think I thought we might get an opportunity to play at home again, but we wouldn't. We would have to go to Nashville Christian, had we beat Wayne County, just simply because they won the region. That's the way it would have worked out.
Well, what do you think would be some realistic goals for us to set next year? Win the region would be one, and what else? What else would be something we need?
The first goal I would set.
We need to set.
The first goal I would set as a player is to get bigger, faster, and stronger. If you can do those three things, then the rest of that will take care of itself on down the road. The winning, you just become more of a team player. Get along with your teammates. That's all you ask.
Yeah,
you want. Guys, like you said, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, be a leader. Be a leader. I mean, to your team.
Somebody's got to step up and be a leader.
Right.
Might as well be you. Just take it upon yourself, and you can always tell.
And like you say, a team effort. Yeah, because if you got a bunch of me's on a team, you ain't got nobody. You ain't got no team really.
You won't have a lot of W's. You got a lot of I's on the team. You don't have a lot of W's.
You're absolutely right. It's not all about me. It's about we.
That's right. And I think those younger kids are gonna. You'll see some of them guys step up. They've been playing ball a long time, and some of them know. Hey,
and as for the 8th graders coming in here, that's going to be a freshman next year. Hey, we've seen it before. We've seen freshmen get on the field and play. So your goal needs to be, I'm going to outwork everybody and get on that field and play.
Yeah, a lot of those young guys, you see a lot of talent now at a younger age. I mean,
give them a little advice, Rusty. Give those 8th graders going up to the freshman level some advice.
My advice, doesn't matter if you weigh 60 pounds, is to strap up some shoulder pads and helmet and get out there and play football. Don't wait until you're a junior or senior and make an excuse. Well, I'm not big enough, or I'm not strong enough, or I'm not fast enough. The only way you're going to get bigger, stronger, and faster is to get out there and get in the weight room and work out with them guys and just compete against them. Everybody in this world knows what would Magic Johnson have been without Larry Bird or vice versa. You wouldn't know either one of them probably. You gotta you've gotta have competition. All right, and if you don't have good competition, you'll just wind up weak. That's the way it is.
That's what you got to do. I mean, like my cohort here says, when I played, my competition was Ryan George. I didn't care if he beat me every time. I wanted to be as good as Ryan George.
Yeah, well,
and
he set the bar high. He set the bar
high. And I mean,
if
if we was running the gashers and I caught him slacking, just going half speed, I would go as hard as I could go just to say I beat Ryan George. So that was my competition.
There you go.
Of course, I didn't beat him at much, but I mean, I did slip in there and get him every once in a while when he went half speed.
Yeah, hey, it happens sometimes. You let up a little bit and you can get beat by a lot.
So, but you got to have that person that helps raise you up to the next level, like you said, like we're saying.
And those freshmen, sophomores, you see it every year.
Well, who was your competition when you played, Rusty? Who did you compete against to make you better?
Me and one of my best friends. When we run the 40, we were always neck and neck. Maybe he was a half step ahead of me, and it just kept pushing me to get faster and faster. And when I'd catch him, he'd say, "Hey, I got to get faster." And that was Cody Hall. From the time we were in junior high on up, even youth football, when it come time to pick a partner to warm up with and hit bump pads, it was me and Cody. That's what we did. And he quit when he got on up in, I think he was a senior or whatever. And then me and Alex over here, my old neighbor, we used to bump shoulder pads and just, it's one of them deals, you set the bar for each other. The harder one of you works, the other one's got to work harder to keep up with. That's why it's always, we call them in the Marine Corps and the Army and the Navy, they always have this thing called the battle buddy. And your battle buddy usually sets the bar for you. Right. And if you catch your battle buddy, then he goes on up. You got to have a battle buddy. And,
absolutely right. So next year.
Oh, you're my battle buddy. When you raise the bar in here, I've got to keep up with that.
So next year, get yourself a battle buddy and go out there and battle him.
There you go.
And get each other better.
That's right. Get somebody you can compete with. That's a close competition and fight it out. And you'll become a better football player. That's all there is to it. Anyway, Paul, looking back on this season, talking about battle buddies, you're my battle buddy. What was? Let's break this game down from the get go. All right, did you go to the Carthage game? Well,
Did
actually,
not.
what was the first game we played? Watertown.
I actually missed the first 3 games. I missed Carthage, and I missed Watertown, and I missed Salina, but I picked up at Trousdale County and went the rest of the way through. I think so. I went to about eight or 9 games this year out of the 12.
Which game was the biggest regret? I think would probably be.
But I do regret not getting to see the Carthage Cornsville game because that's one that I've watched for years.
You know, I still think about that play, and I see it over and over where our quarterback just tossed it a little bit over the head of our tight end.
But I was watching.
You know, your adrenaline's pumping, and you're excited, and it happens. You know.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think I would have made a difference had I been at the Carthage game? Would I have gave them a different kind of energy?
I doubt it. I mean,
you don't think it made much difference?
Nah, I don't know. It might have. You might have helped them a touch, and that might have been the only spark we needed. But we had some things go against us in that game. All right, the Watertown game, we didn't tackle well, and we got burnt deep on some passes. So we knew we had to get better, and we did.
Then we took Carthage,
we
got better.
Overnight. We improved.
Actually went in there and had a chance to win in the fourth quarter, which is what you want.
Yeah, start off the season 0-2, and then we go to Salina.
And that's when we started her in the Huddle show, and we said we're 0-2, and then we got them on a 5-game win streak. So at that point, everything's great in Tiger Town.
Yeah. So we go on a big win streak.
So then from there,
things. We beat Trousdale County Town, Middle Tennessee Christian team that had been putting up some points. Stats. I mean, they were started off undefeated and had all kind of stats, and we put. What actually
helped them in that game? What actually helped them in that game is earlier in the day, I went marching, grand marshaled, and I had them boys excited. They went and you could tell they were excited, and they carried that excitement from the parade out onto the field. And I don't care if they played Marion County that night; they was going to win that game because they were excited.
Was that your biggest moment? Your best moment this season, Paul?
Yes, it was. Grand Marshall and that parade was the best of the best.
Paul takes it upon himself to just become a leader. And when did it hit you that I need to get out in front of this parade and just lead it?
The week before, when you said me and you was going to be the Grand Marshal.
I was cutting up with you, buddy.
Yeah, but I took it seriously and said, hey, that's a good idea. Get out there and be a leader for these guys.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you did the right thing. I was sick as a dog that day. I remember it very well.
Or you may have got out there with me.
I might have been out there with you leading the parade. I got sick, buddy. I had a migraine, and it was terrible.
But anyway, somebody stepped up in the community and took over the leadership role, got the kids excited, and they won their first homecoming since 012. So it was a big moment for them.
Well, we come in and we beat the next week. We beat Hartsville a week or two later. And
no, we'd actually beat Hartsville before we beat that team.
But we beat Hartsville and shut them out.
Right.
You know, we shut them out, and that hadn't been done in a long time.
And nobody else the rest of the year could say that.
That's right. We shut out a good Trousdale County team, and once again, it goes back to defense. Our defense, they were a lot of them were seniors. We did have 1 or 2 freshmen, sophomores, playing a lot, but hey, those guys really stepped up. It's going to be hard to replace those defensive ends and tackles. Those guys played great all year long. They played right, and that first game we did miss some tackles, but that stuff happens, and they fixed it, and ended up having a great football team at the end of the season. They had a good football team. But your funnest moment, Paul, we had some guests on here. That was probably my favorite part, just getting
hang out with some old legends.
Getting to keep the secret from you about who our guest was and have them show up and just see the shocked look on your face when maybe a Coach Clemens walks in or a glad Thad comes in with some hot wings and getting to call Mr. Rollins up in New York. I mean, that's some fun times and some good stuff.
Well, next year we can't bring the same guest on 2 years in a row because that'll get kind of stale. We got to dial up some new guests. So next year
What if we just got them all at once and just sit around and told war stories one episode? Maybe before the season starts. I'll see if we can make this happen.
Well, next year, I won't get Coach Squills on this show.
We'll get Coach Wills. We'll see what we can do to get Coach Wills. He'll probably be off riding the bike somewhere. Because
I tell you what, that guy, Coach Clemens knows me pretty well, but me and Coach Wills go way back. Coach Wills has some stories about me that I probably done forgot. He ain't never going to forget it. I mean, they started the wrestling stories, and Coach Wills, he's got those wrestling stories because he was there during every single match.
Yeah.
And man, he used to get pretty excited over it.
Yeah.
And plus, I could ask old Coach Wills a few questions. Like, one, I might ask him, I might say, well, what's a typical day in the life of Coach Wills like?
Well, he gets up and he eats a banana. I'm pretty sure. He goes to ShopRite and get him a banana. I think he goes to McDonald's and hangs out with those guys a little while and eats it. And then he gets on his bike or whatever, his smart car. What kind of car has he got now?
I have no idea.
He's got one of these little gas savers, and he probably gets on it and drives home and gets on his bike and maybe feeds his cows or whatever.
And the guinea pigs.
The guinea pigs, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they guinea pigs?
Then I'd say, what?
Time out. What are you calling a guinea pig?
Oh, he got some little guinea pigs on his farm. They basically, I don't know. I guess they're sort of like turkeys, really. But I might be wrong.
Honest question right now. Honest question. Do you know the difference in a guinea pig and a guinea?
No.
Okay, one's kind of like a chicken and one is a pig. So which is it? Well, I'm going to call Coach Wills and I'll have him bring in the guinea pig for you. We'll get one and bring over here. They cut down on ticks and all that stuff. That's why people keep them. Bugs, they're going to eat them.
Who would ever thought our show today we'd be talking about guinea pigs? But that's the ideal part about this show. You never know what to expect, so you've got to tune in.
Anyway, the guinea pigs. Oh God, you got me tickled, buddy.
You never know what to expect on this show, do you?
I guess. We're gonna have a guinea pig on this show before long.
That may be one of our guests, a guinea pig.
And then it's gonna look like a turkey. I mean, you want a chicken or a guinea pig?
Well, I mean, we got to have this guinea pig on here because it's been a while since I've seen a guinea pig, and
So the
I want to see what this thing looks
The cowbell is actually a bullhorn, and the guinea pig is actually a guinea.
I said it's a turkey. It's kind of like a turkey.
Kind of turkey. Okay. I'm just trying to figure you out, buddy.
Well,
But anyway, Paul, all in all, we had a good season. We bounced back.
right.
8-4. Finished 8-4. That's a good winning percentage. What is that? 750?
12 and 8, 660.
What we got?
8. Right at 67%.
We won three quarters of our ball game.
Right.
It was 750. Right?
I don't think so.
Paul,
It's about 60.
If a third of a dollar,
so.
if a third of a dollar is 33 and a third, how much is what's a third of a dollar and a half?
50 cents.
I don't see if your math's correct. All right, if we won 8 out of 12, that's 3/4 of the game. Right? A third of the game, so.
That's 2/3 of the games.
2/3. So now
which is about
66.6%
repeated percent.
All right, and since you're the math guru here. All right, Paul, what was the question? We was discussing this earlier today on who wants to be a millionaire.
What, the one, the
go ahead and
crazy
explain,
question?
Yeah, go ahead and explain this to us because you totally lost me in the car on the way over here. I was confused and I almost ran off the road because I couldn't understand what you were the point you were trying to get across with this question. I couldn't comprehend all the numbers you were.
Well, I mean, that question's just kind of lame, but I like the one about what they did yesterday better, where they said a boy and his dog walk a mile up a hill. The dog walks half as fast as the boy does. At what point will the boy and the dog meet? All right, would it be 1 1/4 miles, 1 1/2 miles, 2 miles, or 1 1/3 miles. All right. You got this hill. It's got a mile up there. 3/3 is a mile. So that's like taking 3 steps up the hill to go a mile. All right. At the point you took your 3 steps, your dog has took 1.5 steps because he's half as quick. All right. Then when you start coming down 1 more step, then your dog's going to have to take his last step and he'll meet you. So the correct answer is 1 1/3 miles.
You totally confused me beyond repair.
Because you know it can't be 2 miles, because that's like you going up the hill and back, and that's like your dog just standing still, not moving at all. So it can't be 2 miles.
If he only walks half as fast as you, he'll never catch you.
Yeah, but tell you what, you're coming back down the hill though when he's coming up.
So they'll meet.
They'll meet.
Okay.
At 1 1/3 miles.
Well, that makes sense.
Because 1 1/3 miles is 4/3, and that means your dogs went 2/3. So,
well, how big?
And then 3/3 is 3/3
I'm
is
still
a mile.
confused, but whatever.
So
You're right.
1 1/3.
All right. What was the question today?
The question of the day
Remember the one you was talking to me earlier? I got to figure this out.
said, what can you multiply by itself to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did they get this question right? Did they get it right?
They actually got this question right, which is crazy.
And what was their logic? I mean,
they didn't even have a logic. They just said, I have no idea how I get it. I'm just gonna go with this answer, and I can't explain.
That explains how I got through high school. I just guessed. If I didn't know, I'd be like, well, I would kind of try to narrow it down. We couldn't really phone a friend. We didn't have a lifeline. We just had to guess.
But some of these math questions on there were just insane.
Yeah. Well, I'll teach you something about math, Paul. I want you to follow me here. You take any number, okay? Let's say the number 25, okay?
All right.
We're going to multiply it by itself. I'm going to show you how to do this really fast in your head. All right, I'm going to say the number 25, and you tell me the answer.
625.
All right, now let's go 45. 2025. You can't beat me at this.
How are you doing it? Tell me.
All
Tell
right.
me.
Give me a number. Let's say 55.
All right, now tell me how you doing it.
All right, 50, you do it. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna let you do it. 55 times 55 is 3,025.
Hold on now.
There ain't no trick to it.
Let me show you how. Let me show you how I do it. If I was gonna do 55 by 55.
75 times 75. 5,625. All right, check it to get your calculator out.
55 by 55. The way I would do that is
3,025.
I would do 50 times 50, which is 2,500, and then I would do my 55 times 5, which would be 275. So
let me stop you. First thing I'm gonna tell you, if you take the number 20, let's just use 25 for example. You know what 625?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna teach you something. Follow me. Anytime you take two numbers and end in 5, what's the last 2 digits when you multiply them together?
25.
25. Automatically, the last 2 digits are going to be 25. All right, now, you take the number 2 and 25, the first digit of it is a 2. Add 1 to it, you get 3.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 2.
6.
625. All right, now, if I told you 45 times 45, what would you do? Add 1 to 4.
5.
Times 4.
20.
25. What's your answer? You follow me?
It works on all of them?
Anytime they end in, you multiply 2 numbers together that are the same but end in 5. You got me? 15.
So you do 2 times 1 be 2 and 225?
225. All right, now let's do 45.
All right, you do 5 times 4 be 20 and 25.
All right, 75.
You do 8 times, wait a minute. Would you have to do 8 times 7?
8 times 7.
Be 56, 25.
There you go. I've taught you something, buddy.
Is it actually going to prove to be correct every time?
Get your calculator. I'm gonna pull up my calculator.
All right. So we said 75 times 75 was 5625. So prove it to me.
All right, I'm gonna type it in here. 75 times 75 equals 5,625. All right, now we're gonna do. I'm gonna do let's do 95 times 95.
All right, so that'd be 10, 90. Let's see, 10's 90, 90, 25. Is that right?
9025. There you go. You can do it in your head. So now you know how to add up all these.
Does it work on other numbers too?
Let me tell you something. When you're adding up all these quarters, you got a bunch of quarters laying around. Just count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you got 25 quarters, how much you got?
$6.25.
There you go. You can count it $6.25 at a time, easy. Right? Make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but does that work on like numbers?
You get 50. You got
like
12.
Say 56 times 56. Does it work on multiples of 6?
No, for sure it don't. But there, you can come up with some way.
Well, you know it's going to end in 36. So let's see if it does. Let's say 66 times 66. Well, it's going to end in 36. So let's see. Would that all right? 66 times 66. Would that be 4236?
4356.
So it won't work on the sixes, will it?
No, only on the numbers that end in 5 that are guaranteed. Anytime you multiply two numbers that end in 5, the last two digits will always be 25.
Well, check it and see if them other numbers end in a 56 too. Maybe there's a trick to the 56.
What'd you say? 66 times 66.
Well, try 7.
It ends in 56. Anytime you got the number that's going to add, like, all right, if it's 3, right, you can multiply 53 and 53, the last digit is going to be
something 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, let's try 76 times 76 and see if the end has a 56 on that too. Nope. But that's kind of crazy because it's 76 by 76 and it ended at 76.
There you go.
Isn't it? What's the chances of that? So they won't all end in 56 like that other will.
No. Just like 25 will, you know. But anyway, Paul, just your math lesson for today, you've learned a lot.
If it ends in 5, it's going to be 25 on the end.
That's right. It don't matter what you multiply it by, unless it's 0, you know.
Then it'd be 0.
That could mean a lot of things. But anyway, I taught you how to take the number and basically square that number that ends in 5. Multiply it by itself.
All right, what would 25 times 25 be?
1,250.
No, it wouldn't. 25 times 25 wouldn't be.
Oh, I don't know. 625. Let's see.
No, 25 double 25 times double 25. Hold on, let me think. Let's see if I can
25 and 25 is 625.
Hold on now. 25 times 2,525 times 2,525. So that'd be
4,050.
no times. Let's see, 25. So if you do the 26 times 25.
I don't even know what you're trying to prove here.
26 times 25, that'd be man, that'd be rough.
I think we just lost every viewer we had trying to do math.
Never mind.
Nobody likes math, Paul.
Never mind. Let's go back to football.
All right, back to football. Paul, we had a good season. We did. A better season than we've had in a while. Things were looking up. We hit a roadblock at Wayne County, which was 2.5 hours away.
Yeah. And we got lost on the way in the Tidy Whitey bus and didn't even know about halfway where we was going. And
y'all got lost?
Yeah, we finally did find it after about 30 minutes of circling around.
Yeah.
Did y'all get lost?
We didn't. We didn't get lost. I had a GPS. Oh, Tom got us there.
Surprise, surprise.
Tom sounds like a female.
We didn't have a GPS though, and just so you know, if Rusty hadn't had it, he got lost.
I probably would have. I wouldn't have had a clue how to get there. But I could ask my wife or mother-in-law because between the two of them, they know everything. Anyway, Paul, had a good season.
Yeah.
What are we gonna move on to now, buddy? After the season's over, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna talk basketball?
You might teach me how to deer hunt.
Do some deer hunting. We'll do some deer hunting.
Or you might teach me how to fish. Or you might teach me something.
We'll do some Facebook Live deer hunting. I like that idea. So
Yeah,
you
because
guys have to keep up.
you seen that little hunting vest got probably at least 50 likes. So
Yeah.
so the people like that little thing. So they want to see Paul Martin try to
Yeah.
learn how to hunt something.
Yeah.
And that may get more viewers than any of the other stuff because there's a lot of deer hunting
Oh,
fans
yeah.
in this community.
Well, Paul, we're gonna miss this group of seniors. They played hard right up until the end. Made some mistakes, but ended on a good note. A bad note, but had a winning season, a good season. A lot better than maybe the last couple of years. We did get a playoff win. They did get this senior class got their first playoff win, and maybe the next senior class can
Up it by 2
build on that
or more.
and just it's what it's about, is building. And every now and then, after you have a run like we had in 2012, you got to rebuild, and that's just the way it is. So final notes, final closing statements of this season, Paul. Let's hear them.
I had a great time. I hope y'all did too.
We're bringing the show back next year.
We are.
And we're going to start earlier.
We're going to do next year, instead of doing from week 4 on or week 3 on or whatever. Next year, we plan to give y'all a full rundown from week 1 or week 0 or whatever.
We may actually start the week before that.
But we plan on coming and next year and
talk about some
talk about
scrimmages,
some different stuff.
Start lining up some guests.
Yeah.
But that's a year away, buddy. And actually, it's about 8 months away. So 8, 9 months away, maybe. Before the football season ends.
Right.
I think after July they come back in.
But actually, if you want to get into scrimmages and spring practice and all that, it'll come back around my birthday.
We may throw in a show around there.
It'll probably come back around my birthday, maybe.
But we will keep you some videos coming, just to maybe keep you laughing, and we're gonna rebuild our set, maybe try to get a whole new set in here.
He might get a deer set.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, it's been fun, and hey, we'll catch you guys down the road. Thank you for watching. You want to thank them for watching?
Thank you for watching.
Right.
We appreciate y'all being fans.
There you go.